Good afternoon and welcome again. Of course, we're out here walking around in the African wilderness, and as you can see, we've found the scorpion den. Now, my name is Taylor, and on camera with me this afternoon, we've got Brian, and of course, I think the thumb is on vacation. Is that correct?
He doesn't enjoy the bushwalk.
Doesn't like the bushwalks. I suppose it is hard if you didn't have good working legs out here, it might be a little bit tough. And of course, the thumb is a thumb. So he's just having a holiday. He's actually with Brent this afternoon enjoying a day at the pool. Now, as you just saw, we managed to find the scorpion. Let's have another look. And if you are worried about if we're out here by ourselves, don't worry. Herbert, the protector, is out and about and just keeping us safe, of course. Now, you can see the scorpion has taken refuge under some grass. And I think it's quite exciting that we're having a regular sighting of this beautiful lady and all her tiny little babies. I must tell you, this is the first time I have ever seen a scorpion with babies on her back. Isn't that incredible? Now, remember, we are on a live safari, and if you'd like to interact with myself, James, or Evia, you're welcome to #SafariLive on Twitter, or you can send us an email at questions@WildEarthTV. Now, I know we've been chatting a lot about the scorpions lately, especially Brent and James, as they've been here prior, but something incredible about these creatures is that they have been around for a very long time. I was reading today that the scorpions sort of came from a scorpion-like creature that lived in the ocean about 430 million years ago. And when they eventually adapted and came onto land, well, they haven't really changed since, haven't changed much since then. I think that was quite interesting to see. Now, I wish I'd brought along a picture of what their sort of ancestors looked like. It was really quite interesting. Something almost like a horseshoe crab. But of course, this is not related to crabs and crayfish. It is in the arachnid family. And I think they're quite lovely. And I think what I'm going to do is, she's a bit exposed to the sun. I'm going to cover her up a little bit, try and provide some shade. Now, as we look at these tiny little babies moving around on her back, Michael, you were wondering, I'm actually going to close it up because I don't want to disturb her too much with all these little ones. We'll just do that. Now, Michael, you were wondering, how long will those babies stay on her back? You know what, I've read so many different books that say a variety of different things. I've tried to check up on the internet, and well, it seems to be that the youngsters stay with their mother until they have their first molt, whether it's between 10 and 20 days or 14 days. I can't find an exact answer. It's always like this. All the books have varying information, so I'm going to just stick with until their first molt. Then they will crawl off, and off they go. And, well, then they live like adults. They know how to hunt. That instinct kicks in. They know how to hide themselves and be able to create burrows or live under the bark like we've just seen over here. So I always think that that's quite nice, that these animals have amazing instinctual behavior, and well, they're able to do these crazy things. I don't think I would have been able to have survived out here in the wilderness. Now, we're going to go across to Evia and say hello to him. Remember, be nice.